Here are some of our most memorable stories about mothers and daughters. First up, an amazing rescue. Susan Wenszell and her daughter spent a weekend in Atlanta back in 2018. Their mode of transportation, the city subway system.
I heard the horn. That's what I heard, so I knew the train was coming in.
Out of nowhere, someone violently shoved Susan from behind.
I do believe he did intend to kill me.
Susan went flying and found herself sprawled across the train tracks. She was knocked unconscious. With only seconds to spare, her daughter Katie leaped into action.
I looked down to see how close the train was, saw the lights, and I just thought I needed to save her, and I jumped. And that's all I can remember is jumping down to save my mother.
Katie repositioned her mother to lay in the middle of the tracks.
She knew going in that she had a possibility of dying herself.
Seconds later, the train ran right over them. Look at this. That's Mom. Amazingly, she crawled out from under the train and sat there dazed. She escaped with minor injuries, but Katie was much worse off. She actually flatlined in the ambulance. The 8th grade school teacher also had toes amputated and 3 plates in her head. Her shoulder was pinned back together and her necklace got caught as the train passed overhead.
It yanked it and cut, just missing her windpipe, just missing her carotid artery.
How she did everything, how she didn't get electrocuted, how Sue didn't get electrocuted when she fell and then came off. Nobody knows. To me, it's a miracle.
But Katie doesn't see herself as a hero.
I just did what any other daughter would have done for a mother that they absolutely love.
A 1st grade teacher recently got the surprise of her life. The mask comes down and her jaw drops because her mom, an Army sergeant, is back home after a year-long deployment in Iraq. Her students quickly figure out what's happening.
That's his mom! Hey guys! The last thing I expected was for my mom to walk through that door. She is always one for surprises, but this one I was not expecting at all. Everyone keeps telling me how funny it was that I pulled down my face mask. I just had to make sure I was singing it correctly.
This mother and daughter shared everything, including nose jobs.
I've always really hated my nose. Some people have told me that my nose is big and that's bothered me.
I have a hump here, so I would like it to be straighter.
When 23-year-old Emily said she wanted to get a nose job, her very competitive mom, Sammy, admitted she was jealous.
Well, of course. I mean, she can't be prettier than me.
Mother and daughter pored over celebrity noses and fell in love with Lindsay Lohan's nose.
I would love to have Lindsay Lohan's nose. It's very narrow. I've watched her movies and she is very, very beautiful.
Good morning.
Hey, Dr. Rose. We're getting our noses done together.
Houston cosmetic surgeon Dr. Franklin Rose got to work using a photo of Lindsay as a guide.
Mom's nose has quite a pronounced bump. Daughter's nose is a little more broad.
I love you.
Next stop, the OR, where Dr. Rose sculpted Mom's nose.
We'll take this down, then we'll sculpt from here. We'll reduce the tip. She's a very defined tip and just the right amount of slope. Nice little slope and a nicely defined tip.
1 hour later, Mom was wheeled out of surgery.
Surgery went great. Mommy's done. Daughter is next.
Dr. Rose then worked on Emily's nose. Afterward, she joined her mom in recovery. 4 weeks later,
We feel awesome!
a big Texas-sized party showing off their new noses to family and friends. These gorgeous women look like sisters. They regularly take selfies together, posting photos in bikinis and fun dance videos. But you may be shocked to learn they're actually mother and daughter. Can you guess who's who? It's not so easy, is it?
I'm Joleen, the mom.
Hi, I'm Meilani, the daughter.
Jolene is 24 years older than Meilani.
When I say like mom, like in a store, they'll be like, Mom, I thought you guys were sisters. And I'm like, oh no, that's my mom.
Jolene is an elementary school teacher outside of San Francisco, and Meilani is a college student. They wear the same size, making clothes easy to share.
Wait, are those my jeans?
Yeah.
They also hit the gym together multiple times a week to stay in shape. Joleen and Meilani said they don't mind being mistaken for sisters because they really do consider themselves best friends. Finally, in 2021, a Los Angeles woman celebrated finding her mother after over 50 years. Lisa Wright, put up for adoption at birth, found her biological mom after submitting DNA to a genealogy website.
I grabbed her.
We were hugging.
I said,
and
my
crying.
baby, my baby, my baby.
Turns out, her mom was actress Lynne Moody. Ironically, her best-known role was in the 70s sitcom That's My Mama, which her daughter watched as a kid.
I watched her all the time. It's just been crazy.
It's an incredible journey.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.